Okay. Hola, amigos. ¿Cómo estás? I want to go. I know. Am I being annoying? I'm not sure if I'm being annoying. I'm gonna go chapter by chapter, or verse by verse. So, the cow al-Baqarah. Let's go to verse 1, Surah 2, Ayah 1. There you go. Alif Laam Meem. This is like the section. This is the book. There's no doubt about it. A guide for those who are mindful of God. So let's stop there. Let's just stop there. When you say mindful of God, or when the Quran says mindful of God, what does it mean? Because it's like, is there an establishment of God? And see, in my head, I would say God is the creator of everything, the source of existence. So you're mindful of the source of existence who's created you with a passion to want to do good and aim towards the good, to almost like impress your creator. What do you think about this? So if you live your life, it's a book for those who are mindful of God. Now, there's some people who are not mindful of God, and maybe it's not a book for them. But maybe if you're on the path upwards, this is the book for you. Who believe in the unseen, establish prayer, and donate from what we have provided for them. So there's some conditions here. Who believe in the unseen. What is the unseen? Is this angels and demons? Is this jinn? Is this ideas? Like, what do you think? What do you think the unseen is? Could it be all three? Like, what in the for the Muslims, so the Islamic perspective, what is an unseen? Is that an angel? Because I know they have the angel Gabriel, and the angel Gabriel came to talk to Muhammad and to tell him to read the Quran. I know that. I'm not sure where it is, but I know that. Is that what an angel is? And when I believe in the unseen, is that heaven or hell? Could I also believe in the unseen as like things that I don't see? Like, does it count? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's a silly question. I don't mean for it to be disrespectful or anything like that. But like, what about like bacteria? Like, is that unseen? Do I believe in that too? Like, maybe what it means, like maybe what it means, like gut bacteria or something like that. Maybe what it means is to like to believe in something even if you don't see it. Could that be what it means? Like, what do you guys think? Because, like, for example, if the devil is a whisperer, so I believe that the devil is evil in consciousness that whispers into your ears and gives you bad ideas. So there's like a negative idea world. I believe in that. Does that suffice? Is that sufficient? Establish prayer. So when you establish prayer, you're establishing. See, notice how it says establish. You're establishing a connection to God, because that's what prayer is. So when we were talking earlier, we're talking about like, okay, what is God? So God would be like the creator, the source of existence that you're trying to connect with. So when you're connecting with God, what are you doing? You're having like positive style conversations to manifest yourself upwards. Is this like a reasonable hypothesis to give? A guide for those who believe in God, who believe in the unseen, establish prayer, and donate from what we have provided for them. And donate from what we have provided for them. So the supposition here, the argument here, is that everything that you earned actually isn't provided for, isn't yours. Did you earn it with your own hands? I think that this is a sufficient argument. I'll tell you why. Please give me pushback. I wish there was like some non-Muslims on here so they can like argue with me. When people like are posting in the comments, like don't argue. I like it. I like it. You're supposed to debate these things. I think they're important. So what we have provided from you. So what does this mean? This means that like even, for example, right? Like I make these videos and I'm able to talk or whatever, and I'm able to read and I'm able to see and I'm able to click and I have this and I have life. Did I do any of this myself? If I was born in another country, if I was born in whatever country, if I was born in the middle of Africa, and not to pick on the Africans, but if I was building like a Congo in some village, I wouldn't be able to do any of this stuff. I wouldn't have the ability for education. I wouldn't be able to be as articulate as I try to be. I wouldn't be able to read. I'm not saying that they can't read. I'm just saying that if you're from a village, you're just lack of education. That's all I'm saying. So I wouldn't be able to do this stuff. So clearly, the source of existence has provided things for me. If I didn't have these hands, would I be able to do stuff? That makes sense. That makes sense. And who believe in what has been revealed to you, O Prophet, and what has been revealed before you, and have have sure faith in the hereafter. Okay, so here's the thing that the Muslims confuse me about here. So, and who believes what has been revealed to you? So this would be like this book, like what's been revealed to you would be the Quran. So you believe in this. This is a book for people who actually believe in it, and you're like trying to figure out how to elevate your life. But when they say like when the Quran says to believe in what's been revealed before you, does that mean that I have to believe the New Testament and the Old Testament? Because I know like some Muslims say that it's been corrupted. Well, if it's been corrupted, then why is the Quran telling me to believe in it? What has been revealed before you and sure faith in the hereafter. Okay, so who have sure faith in the hereafter. Now this makes sense. I think that your soul can go into darkness and you can like see the darkness right now. It's like it's not the eyes that are blind, it's the hearts, you know? So like when you're doing wild things, you kind of become accustomed to doing those wild things. Like and you don't have to use like a religious example. If you look at like people who are in like like the military or something, like the first person they'll kill, they're kind of like freaking out, and then by the time they get to like their seventh murder, either one or two things happen. Either they become totally desensitized, or their soul can't take it and they end up on like some type of PTSD. I see that with like some of the Israeli soldiers. Like one time I was in Colombia and I had a conversation with an Israeli soldier. He was done out of the military and he went to go to do like ayahuasca in the jungle, and we hung out for like for like 3 days we hung out. That guy was traumatized. He didn't really want to tell me what he did. And if you ever notice the guys in the military, they don't like to talk about their actions. That's how you know they're really in the military. He was traumatized because he felt like he was tricked by his government, which I would obviously agree with. Okay, so it is they who are true. Okay, so let's go back. O Prophet, let's go from here. And who believe in what has been revealed to you and what has been revealed before you, and have sure faith in the hereafter. It is they who are truly guided by their Lord, and it is they who will be successful. Note that it doesn't really tell you what you're going to be successful in, right? Because it doesn't say like you're going to make a lot of money or you're going to have a lot of wives or like whatever the barometer of success is. It just says you're going to be successful. So like I said, like, look, watch, right? I didn't do this on purpose. I didn't set this up on purpose, but like, look how like logically it sets up. Look, if you go to ayah 5, it is they who are truly guided by their Lord, and is they who will be successful. Now, do you remember when I was talking about before, when the Quran says a guide for those who are mindful of God, and I said, well, if you're mindful of God, you're aiming up. So this is literally saying the same thing. So if your aim is towards success, then your abode has to be with God. If your aim is towards success. But here's the thing, like you have like this world, you have the dunya, you have like the people of the dunya, and they're going to kind of give you dunya stuff. And the weird thing is that if you look at the neuroscience of it, the dunya stuff actually destroys you. So if you like watch a lot of explicit content, or you're like on the apps and you're just like hooking up with a bunch of chicks, or you gamble your money, like I meet like a lot of guys and they drink a lot of alcohol. I don't do any of those kind of things. So like, not really. So like I noticed that like sometimes I'll see people and they drink so much they're yellow, like literally yellow. And some of them are really rich. Like I have a friend or a guy at the gym. Like I meet people and we talk and whatever. And he owns like a huge company and he spends his days drinking and smoking weed. I don't think like that guy has a lot of money, but he doesn't seem very successful to me. So then the question becomes for me, like, what is the barometer of success? Is it closeness to God? Is it towards the good? Because this is what like the Christians have taught me. It's like if you're close to God and you believe in the good, then your heart is going to be filled. So it really doesn't matter like how much money you have or what you have, as long as like your heart is pure. But then there's also like these fulfilling things that I would call them species specific behaviors. So it seems like whatever is the good takes away from the great, or whatever's considered good takes away from the great. As a man, as like a young man, like you're kind of like date this girl and date that girl and date that girl. And then what ends up happening, and I've noticed this, is like people end up like kind of like losing themselves and they never find love. I think they hooked up with too many people. I think they're dopamine, because the dopamine is you hook up with somebody and it's dopamine, oxytocin release. But if you're doing it without love, then there's really no oxytocin release, or the oxytocin is like attached to, it's a chemical bonding form that attaches to somebody else, and it's hard to fall in love. So like literally like lust steals from love, which I found fascinating. But I rambled here and it's already been 10 minutes. So thank you guys so much for listening if you're still here. I'll make another video. I think I'm going to make another one. Cool. Goodbye.